So what I'm going to look at now is when do you need a hand-arm vibration form. So if we go into the RAMs and we look on page 3 of a set of RAMs in your machinery, as I said in another tutorial, basically if there's anything there that is marked down as you need hand-arm vibration, then you need to fill in a form. So we've got machinery here. We've got two pieces of machinery here. We've got the Ruby Mix9 mixer, and we've got the FloorFit 521. Okay, so you can see there, I've put that in red. So there's the reading. So that comes up on the calculator. So it says no greater than 3 hours and 50 minutes use in any 24-hour period. Okay, so straight away there's the potential there for someone to exceed that. So what we now need to do is have a hand-arm vibration form for anybody who's using that piece of machinery. All right. So what I tend to do then is when I send out the RAMs, I will also send out a blank hand-arm vibration form, and the individual has to fill that in every time they use it. So where is the form? It'll be sent to you anyway, but just so that you're aware of where it is, if you go into the Spock and go to Forms, and go to number 82. So there's two versions. There's an electronic version and a written version. So if we look at the written version, let's just bring that up. This is the form. So what we have is actually the form is on the left hand side here, all right, and then on the right hand side I've done a brief aid memoir as to how to fill it in and why it needs to be filled in. So you go how to complete the hand-arm vibration form 82. So check the machinery on page 3 of the RAM, look at the third row and see how long someone can use the machine for in one go. If it's in red, then you need to fill in a hand-arm vibration sheet. So that one's red, and that one's red. Okay, and it will tell you how long you should be using that piece of machinery before you, or in any 24-hour period. Now, this, believe it or not, has to be held once this is complete for 60 years, okay? Because hand-arm vibration syndrome is a chronic condition that takes a long time to manifest itself. So we have to keep records of this, okay? This is what one looks like here. It's an example. So what day, okay? So the date sort of starts with Monday the 13th of January. Put your site name in there. So Monday through to Sunday. What the piece of machinery was, what the limit of that is, and then how many minutes you've used it for. So you can see there that it is a Hilti TE 805 breaker. The limit is 53 minutes in any 24-hour period because of the amount of vibration it puts out. So therefore, there's the time limit there. So 45 minutes one day, 22 the next, 30 the next, 50 the next, and so on. So therefore, that individual has not exceeded that. Same with this Wolf Turbo Stripper. Yeah, so the limit is 2 hours, and again, it hasn't been exceeded. All right, so that gets put onto that form there, and then that gets sent back, much the same way as the RAMs return gets sent back, and it gets logged. Okay, so as you can see here, there's a sign-off sheet for the RAMs, and there's also a hand-arm vibration sheet there. So actually, this guy's put them down on both on one, but that's fine. So you can see there's the RAM sign off, and there is the hand-arm vibration. So as I said before, that needs to be kept for 60 years, believe it or not. So that's an important one.